What is going on, YouTube? Rob again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Lego Movie set number 70816, Benny Spaceship. This set has 940 pieces and retails for about $100. So yeah, definitely a larger set, but man, it looks humongous. The box itself is ginormous to start with, and it looks super cool. I grew up with the original, space series theme from Lego, in the 90s, and all that really cool, very, I don't know, very simplistic, but very awesome. Like, Blacktron was my favorite line from back then. I loved all the cool space series that came out then. But anyway, this is definitely a throwback to those times, kind of a reimagining of what some of those spaceships could have been, with the blue and the gray color scheme. So I'm really excited about that. You get a ton of awesome minifigs in the set as well, including Robo Emmett, Astro Kitty, Benny himself, Space Wild style, and a Robo Pilot. So really cool there. I don't have Benny from any other set. Astro Kitty is only available in this set, as is Space Wild style, and I think the Robo Pilot as well. On the back here, we can see some nice set details or play features, such as removable little flying pods from the wings of the spacecraft itself. Looks like some extending wings and firing missiles all over the place. You got a little secondary control area and radar dishes and robots and all kinds of crazy awesome stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and put this set together, and I will check back with you once it's done. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Holy smokes, guys. This thing is ginormous. So we're going to start with the minifigs, as we always do. And we'll start over here with this little guy, the Robo Pilot, with his evil Octan. Come on, focus up, bro. Very nice torso printing. You can see the tie underneath the chest harness. You can pop the head off. You get these trans red visors, which I love so much. Very nice head printing as well. On the back, you get some nice printing on the back of the torso. No printing on the back of the head, but very cool. You can pop that back on, and we'll just put him off to the side here. He does come with one of the little clip guns as well, and a little trans red cone for the top, or for the barrel. Next up, I guess we'll go with, I don't know, Astro Kitty is here, so we'll go with him, her, it, Astro Kitty. I think her merely because of the eyelashes, but I could totally be wrong there. This piece I'm not familiar with. I guess, it's been used probably in the other Kitty character sets. That's just a regular stud with a hole in the top. So that's pretty cool. So it's Unikitty in a spacesuit. It's got nice gold little paws here, cute little tail going on, very adorable printed face, and of course a lovely space insignia here on the butt panel. So yeah, adorbs. Astro Kitty. Can turn the head to look around however you like, and that's Astro Kitty. So we'll just put her question mark off to the side and move right along to Robo Emmett. If you remember from the film, well, no spoilers, but Emmett becomes a robot for a short time, and you can see they do a very nice job of actually printing kind of aluminum foil all over his head. He's got it on the back as well. The printing on the back, I'll show you real quick. There's really nothing special there. It's just the silver stripes. I'm not even going to bother taking the piece of resistance kind of harness off, but you do get the piece of resistance in this lovely silver color. And then the minifigure itself, the printing is basically the same as we've seen on other Emmet minifigs, with the exception, of course, of the little robot feet that go all the way around the sides and on the front. So very cute. You get the helmet with that as well, with the hair, and of course the coffee mug. So you got that going on. Next up is Space Wild Style. Really, really lovely minifig here. If you have seen the other Wild Style minifigs, she's got basically the same stuff going on here, but with a space motif with kind of the blue, spacesuit that we're familiar with. And really, really cool with the space logo here, kind of on the side. And she's even got her hood, which we'll show you in just a second. She has the double-sided head with a kind of more determined face there, and then the smirking. And then you pop that off. Pop the little hood off. It's not two-toned in this. It's not painted. It's just blue, but really nice. And then on the back, you can see she's got some cool, nice printing on the back. WS for Wild Style. Put it all back together. And there you go. And there she is. Nice printed hair as well. Next up is our dear, well, last I guess, is our dear lovely friend Benny. Awesome. Love this minifig. So here is a actual classic space minifig. Actually, the helmet is not quite right. This is the helmet with the thicker front and the kind of indents for the visor piece, whereas the older style helmets actually didn't have those. But they also, the older style helmets didn't have the tapered back here either, but whatever. So he does have a replaced helmet, but this is a classic space minifig, and you can see they did a lovely job. Actually, if we take Benny's head and we just twist it right around, bam, look at that, old school. Of course, the helmet is broken, snapped at the front there, but that is just molded in. It is not, in fact, broken. That is a solid piece, just made to look broken. And I think they did a fantastic job with this. It's got the little space insignia all kind of rubbed away. This one is just faded, but really, really nicely done. He's got the walkie-talkie, because you can never have too many of those. And of course, as you already saw on the back, he's got his awesome spaceship excitement Benny face. Super, super cool. This minifigure is awesome. I love it. So, on to the set itself. Okay, so first up, you do get a separate ship in this set. You get a little kind of evil Octan ship, which is very nice. It's very simply built. It's basically just a cockpit and some thrusters on the back, but you do get some nice little controls in there. Some nice little evil Octan stickers, and of course more trans red. I'm not quite sure what this is all about, the little hook back here, but it's not really that important. I suppose it could actually be used to hold the gun if you wanted to, so you could just plug that right back on there and then sit this guy inside here. You go, he just goes right in there, and then bam. And this is a lovely little swooshable ship, just very nicely put together with a little added extra details on the sides here. Very, very cool. I'm quite fond of it. I've been swooshing it around all over the place. Very enjoyable. Now, this thing. I'm not even quite sure how to do this, because it is just beyond massive. So please bear with me. I'm just going to basically show it off kind of a section at a time, or a little bit at a time. You can see there it is. very, very large. Very, very cool. Putting it down. So it's got a lovely little cockpit area here, as you can see. There are a bunch of controls all going on here. We got some controls on the inside and the front, and there's room enough for 3 in here, so you can actually put Benny in there. And these are the old school space seats, so there's even room for things like the piece of resistance, which we can just stick back here. Put Emmett way in the back, and we'll stick Wild Style up in the middle, just like so. And you can just close that right up. What are we getting stuck on here? Oh, we're getting stuck on the little antenna. Sorry, buddy. Come here. There we go. Now it'll close up. Beautiful. And right back here, I'll show you guys, you can actually lift this part up, boop, just like so, and you've got a nice little area inside, and I'll show off, there's a little like crystal chamber for powering the ship, I imagine. You can have a couple guys sit here, and I'm not sure if this will close with anybody inside of it, so we'll try that out with our old school guy who, when you remove his walkie-talkie, his hand just comes out. So we'll just leave his hand off. That's fine. I'll just sit him right there. And we'll see if we can... Yeah, I can't quite close it. We could lean him forward a bit and then close it up. So you can have minifigs in there, but not, you know, not sitting normally. So keep that in mind. But there is a little area there, and that's really cool. But you can close that up and then stick Astro Kitty just right in here, like so, and then flip this little piece down to kind of hold her in, and there you go. You also get a couple of missiles here, non-flick fires, just standard missiles on the side there, so you got that going on. They seem a bit tacked on, honestly, but that's quite alright. Moving back here, we have the radar dish, which can lift up and turn around here, like so. And underneath, you actually get a couple of robots. I don't know what the deal is with these. I don't know really why they were added, but they're awesome. They're just fun little guys. And you can just beep, beep, boop, boop. Maybe repair droids. You get 2 of them. You get a red guy and a yellow guy. And when not in use, they can hibernate here, just hanging out on these little studs, and close right up, just like so. Onto the wings of the ship, you do get... Oh, whoops, sorry. Decapitated Astro Kitty. I'm so sorry, Astro Kitty. So you do get these little guys here. So you can lift that up, stick your little dude right in here. Okay. And then I guess this kind of can close up or just kind of stays open. There you go. It's got like a mid-lock point maybe. And then these, of course, can detach, and the wing just comes out like this, and you've got a couple of separate little flyers. So that's pretty awesome too. And when they need to redock, you just lift this up and just plug them right back onto the wing. And they follow the shape of the wing very nicely and just kind of extend that out. Speaking of extending out the wings, right back here, in the back of the ship, let's see if I can get this to do. Please do. Please get this to do. You can see the main engine thrusters back here, and you've got this one at the bottom, kind of on this little stick here. And when you push this in, it extends the wings out, and I'll try and show you guys in some reasonable way. So you've got the wings, like, come on, Astro Kitty, that's not fair. So you got the wings like so, and then you push this in, and bam, they extend out maybe an inch or two, maybe an inch and a half roughly, and they expose these two missiles here, which are, of course, firing missiles. That's quite excessive, but you do get those. So this thing has all kinds of firepower. It's beautifully made. I mean, I love the use of the windows here for the intakes on the front. The shape of this thing is really, really nicely made. And what's more, the build on this was so much fun. It was not difficult. It took me maybe 4 hours or so to do this whole thing. Just, an afternoon. And no part of it felt repetitive. I mean, there are some repeated steps, just because, it's a symmetrical shape, so you're going to get repeated steps. But nothing felt overly repetitive. Nothing felt like it was, too much crazy effort. Oh, yeah, flick fires in the front, of course, because you need some flick fires on there, because they're not done yet. But anyway, yeah, this was just a whole lot of fun to build. Really enjoyable. The stickers were easy to put on. Oh, it's also got printed pieces. You get 3 of these guys with the classic space logo on there. So you just get a whole ton of awesome, fun, enjoyable stuff. And the best part is that they even left some nice little thumb holes in various parts, so you can easily grip and swoosh this thing around. So very, very nice. I do apologize that I couldn't do the whole review with all of this in the camera, just because it is so incredibly large. And it really is like shocking once you have it in hand to see how big it really is. I mean, you can see the minifigs in there, but just for another bit of scale, here is, your standard minifigure next to the thing. And then it's even on an angle, so we'll just do that. So you can see the sheer size of this thing is really impressive. Way more so in person than on any camera, but yeah, I definitely recommend this set, guys. It's awesome, it's huge, it's fun, and it's Benny. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much, as always, for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks again. Bye for now.